Hi, I'm Joe Hannum. I am the Senior Manager of Customer Intelligence and Analytics at Hyland Software. My role is I work in marketing operations, and I do a lot with our ICP, our market sizing, understanding how we go from the most macro GTM market opportunity sizing all the way down to I need a list, and these are the accounts, and this is what the ABM team is needing. We use the technographic information for our account scoring, and that's really, really important for how we define our ICP segments. And we don't think of the ICP as one entity. We think of the ICP as multiple segments that are aligned to different sales plays. So this year, for the first time ever, we really created a one complete unified global ICP across 5 different sales plays. So we had 5 account scores for every company in the planet that was part of the ICP. And that really helped our teams be able to know, if I'm running this play, give me my top tier. If I'm running this play, give me my top tier. And the same companies might be in those same tiers, but it was really, really helpful to be able to use the complementary tech, the competitive tech, the IT spending, and all of those variables were part of our ICP scoring model. What we felt were the 3 legs of the stool were the firmographic data, the technographic data, and the intent. And we tried to balance the 3 to the best of our ability. You know, Gartner, IDC are telling us this is the size of the market. This is how big the market will be in a year. This is how big that market might be in 10 years. And it does provide some ability to kind of slice and dice, and we can get regional information, we can sometimes get industry information, but it doesn't always give us the level of granularity that we need. And so that's where he and I work together to use the HD Insights data married up with those other sources to really have a complete picture of what the market potential is. Because those sources, while they are great, they don't tell us the number of companies. They don't tell us what the install base might be in the competitive space. So as we're thinking about entering new markets, we need HD Insights to really help complete that picture. Once I saw the platform and I saw the potential, and I started having conversations with other people in sales and marketing, and I said, hey, yeah, we're buying this tool and it's going to tell us this. And people would say to me, wait, what? You gotta be kidding me. We can get that? So once I started delivering that work to other people and they were over the moon, and I got their feedback and their eyes lit up, and they saw the technographic and the firmographic and the IT spend and the cloud data that I could tell them, it was data that they had never had before. I started to have that aha moment of, oh, this is really powerful. The people that I'm servicing, the people I'm trying to help, are seeing tremendous value in this data. And they immediately reacted very positively, and that made me feel good knowing that I was helping them, because that was my role. They were my customer, and I was using your platform to help them. There are other platforms that claim to have technographic data, but if you really, really need to understand the depth and breadth of the technographic data, and the spend data, and the cloud data, this is the platform that you need. And if you're not using it, you're leaving money on the table and you're missing out on opportunities, is what I would say. I would put HD Insights up against any of those. And I have done it. I've looked at some of the data, I've done some bake-off analysis against some of the other sources. And I can say that I'm very, very confident that HD Insights data is deeper, more accurate, more complete than any of the other sources that are out there. The power of AI, in my opinion, is similar to, I remember the days where the transformation was to CRM and to one-to-one marketing and to one-to-one segmentation. We all got super excited about that back in the day, and we achieved that to a degree, but at the end of the day, a lot of that still had to get clustered and grouped, and you had to get watered down because we didn't have the ability to create a million tailored messages. We didn't have the ability to have all that level of personalization. And I don't care how sophisticated you were with your marketing automation platform. At the end of the day, you were still doing one-to-many. With AI, we have the ability to do one-to-one, true one-to-one. And we have the ability to send alerts. We have the ability to have almost real-time, or if actual real-time actions, so that the right people get engaged at the right moment. Because I think the timing problem is still a problem in B2B software. I think that we oftentimes have difficulty moving as quick as the customer really needs us to move. A lot of people are doing self-research. A lot of people are exploring their options before they contact you. So the notion is that there's all this activity that is going on that you don't know about. So by the time you do know them, when they do hand raise, or they provide their PII, or they come to your site, it might be too late. Or you're thinking that the journey started today because you just now noticed them, or you just became aware of them. Their journey didn't start today. Their journey started a long time ago. So that dark funnel is this notion of there's all the unknown, right? Almost like an iceberg. There's a lot of activity in the dark funnel that they don't know what to do with. So yes, they're aware of the account. Yes, they know that this account is the right account, but they really do, at the end of the day, need a name. They need somewhere to start. It might not be the decision maker. It might not be a member of the buying committee, but it's somebody who went on a site like TrustRadius and was maybe the person that downloaded, or the person that filled out the form, or the person that did the review. And it's at least the starting point to then work that company and build out that buying group.